¿Qué pasa to the pack? It is Pack here, and in today's video, I actually want to cover a build. I know this video is like 4 weeks late, but I never got around to show you guys my build in NBA 2K21. And the reason why is because I wasn't sure if it was good yet, and I think that if you really practice with it and really grind with it, I think this is one of the better builds in the game. It is the build that can do everything. It's literally, it has max speed, has good handles, it has good dunks, it has great defense, and it can shoot if you're good enough. I think it is one of the better builds in the game. So before this video starts, so be an OG, join the pack and subscribe. Let's go. But the name Pack Hoops, as you already know, your boy. Position small forward. You have to make it a small forward. Handed, I'm a lefty gang. Lefty gang, you already know. Jersey number 19. I've always been a 19 man. And here we go. So I actually need to pull up because it's been a while. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It is the defending playmaking pie chart. You're gonna go max speed for the physicals, as you always are going to do. And I'm just gonna play with it here just to tell you guys what I think you should do, how it's going to work in this generation. Because not only is it even attributes wise, it's even badges wise too. So I suggest you put max out close shot, max out driving layup, max out driving dunk, and give it a little bit of standing dunk, maybe even max out if you really want to, and give it a little bit of post look just to get 10 finishing badges. Just to get 10 finishing badges, alright? We're going to max out our shooting all the way to get as many shooting badges as we possibly can, but lower it a little bit, so get 63 post fade to only get 10 shooting badges, and then go up on the ball handle pass accuracy. At the moment, we'll probably drop it in a little bit. And then interior defense, perimeter, lateral quickness, defensive rebound even. And maybe I can just drop down interior defense and put it up at like defensive rebound and like block, or if you can put steal if you want to. It kind of depends on what you personally like to play as. And then I'm going to drop playmaking a little bit because you don't need that much. You can maybe put it at like 12 if you want to. And then you can max out your defense to 15 if you want. Or you can max out your finishing. It kind of depends on what you want. I like my defensive badges. I love having good defense. So I'm going to go with this one. So you have 10 finishing, 10 shooting, 12 playmaking, and 15 defense. So you have a good amount of badges in literally every single category. But it depends on what you personally want to do with your badges. Again, it's all up to you if you want to go more playmaking or more defending. But this is like a good start. The build shape, it doesn't really matter. I just go solid or define. Define's fine. And you have to make him 6'5". The reason why is because you want to have max speed. You can go 6'6" with the lightest possible, and then you can still get really good speed, but 6'5" really is the way to go. Lightest possible. Well, almost lightest. It's like about here. You get a little bit of strength up if you want to. Your interior defense go down, your post moves goes down, but who cares? Your wingspan, this is all up to you, okay? If you get a 99 overall, you get 70 3-point shooting, which is what you're going to want. Shorter wingspan means you're going to be better at shooting, which is, again, something you want with this build. And you're still going to have your high playmaking, high ball handle. Or you can focus more on finishing in the post and defending. So you still have the elite ball handles. You still have the great dunking. You can actually get contact dunks, I believe, when you get 99. And you also get like ridiculously good defense with 95 speed or 99 speed. But your shooting struggles. You can still hit middies, but your threes are going to struggle really, really bad. So this one's all up to you. I like to have longer wingspan because I like to play better defense. And you can still shoot if you really practice. But the shorter wingspan guarantees you're going to be a good shooter. So it kind of depends on what you want to do. It's always up to you. I'm going to go with the longer wingspan just because the wingspan is so important to defense this year. So as long as it's at 66, I'm happy because then I can get, when I become 99, I can have 70 3-point rating, which is just enough to green, kind of consistent. So that's what I'm going to go for. But again, it depends on what you want. You can even put at 84 to get contact dunks eventually, which, you know, is a pretty good deal in my opinion. And then takeover, it depends on what you want. We all know how crazy shot creating takeover this year. I've liked defensive takeover because it's easy to get and it's just nice to have. But slashing takeover is nice too. And even playmaking takeover is low-key overpowered when you do it right. So it all depends on what you want to do. If I'm smart, I'm going to pick shot creating takeover because it's such a good takeover. So, I mean, this is such a good build. It is called a two-way slasher. Latrell Sprewell, Jimmy Butler, who's in the NBA Finals right now, and Kelly Oubre, which is a beautiful man. And that's the build. I get that it's not perfect. I get that a lot of you want very specific things here and there, but I have found it to work. I have found that it's very, very nice to be good at defense this year. It's always a great thing. You still have elite ball handle where you can break anybody that's guarding you. You can dunk on anybody as long as you become a 99. You have great finishing in the post with good badges on every category. And on top of that, if you practice, you can become a very good three-point shooter, but it's going to require a lot of practice. Like I'm telling you, it's going to take a lot, but it's doable. That's why I like this build so much. I love this build. It reminds me of how I play in real life. I like to be good at everything, not just one or two categories. I want to be good at everything, and this is the only build in the game I believe that can do that. And you can even make it a little taller to be a little more versatile in the game, and you're still ridiculously fast, which is why this build is so it's so beautiful this year. What do you guys think about this build? I know that it's not the most perfect build for some of you, but I just think it is totally worth it. If you think you have a build that can do everything better, because this is what this build is about, is finding a build that can do everything. If you think you have one that can do everything better than this one, leave it in the comments below. Obviously the play shot is so good, but it's not good at defense, and that's what we're trying to address here. So I wouldn't call this a play shot at all, because you cannot shoot like one at all. But it's like kind of like a rebounding wing, kind of like in 2K20, which was such an overpowered build, but with handles and a little less shooting. I mean, that's basically what this build is. If you want something like that, I'm telling you, this is the way to go. So the final thing I want to do with this build is set its badges. That is the last thing. So we're gonna put it at 99. You know, I tell it can do almost everything. I mean, once it hits 99, it can have 69 3 ball with elite defense across the board. On top of that, you have great driving dunks, like you can do contact dunks, and you also have great ball handle. I mean, it's just a good badge with max speed. So with finishing badges this year, obviously contact finish is the one you always want to go with. I think Giant Slayer is a pretty good badge. Fancy footwork's always been good. I would even say slithery finisher, maybe even lob city finisher, but it always kind of depends on what you want to do. Acrobat's a pretty good badge too. Relentless finisher has its moments, so it all depends on what you personally want. This is what I would go with. Obviously with this one, Hots 100 is such a good badge this year. Deadeye is really important. Catch and shoot is so important, especially when you have a low 3-point rating. And then I'd say even Green Machine, like range extender, or probably put range extender on gold, honestly. These are the badges I'd kind of go with. And then playmaking, you got Dimer, downhill, quick first step, Hall of Fame. You could even put, this one's kind of hard. You want to put unpluckable for sure, and then even ankle breaker if you want to catch some bodies. Because I mean, you can do it. And then I guess maybe just put like bailout on bronze, and then like you could start with this, but it also depends on who you're playing with, to be honest. And then finally defensive, there's so much you can do, but it's nice to be good at everything defensively. I mean, boom, you could even go boom if you wanted to, or it all just kind of depends. You can do pick dodger, because that doesn't work that well, but I mean, there's so much you could do. This could be like a perimeter setting, or that you can change up in the post to have post defense, and you can do a lot of things with that. So there's so many good ways to make this build, and this is the way I think you should make it. So thank you guys for watching. If you have a better one, let me know in the comments below. And if you like this channel, give it a sub, and I'll see you guys next time. If you want all the latest news of NBA 2K and also NBA in general, you should follow me on my Twitter account at PackHoopsYT. Not only that, I do giveaways all the time when it comes to VC, games, and also even consoles. So check it out, follow me, and see you there.